like a movie, just like a storybook. We are the future, we're the ones they won't overlook. It's time to be the hero. Rising like you've never seen, like you've never seen. Looking for a hero. Shine just like in a dream.
Welcome everybody to LC TV's broadcast of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series, brought to you by Paparazzi Jewelry and Suicide Awareness, both official sponsors of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. So, Steven, here we are today at Daytona 2007, 120 laps around this bumpy 2.5 mile oval. What were we supposed to see today?
Well, we're going to speak some crashes, obviously, because the bumpy road of this repave. Before the repave, my bad. The cars are bumpy. They might get loose off people, and they're going to cause wrecks. But other than that, I expect to have some good 125 lap race here in the Xfinity cars at Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona always provides really fun and exciting racing, going, double file most of the time and 3 wide, 4 wide. It's going to be interesting to see if we do see some single file racing here tonight. We have 17 cars starting in the grid. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Alrighty, so the number 50 of Jeffrey Mayer gets the pole here at Daytona, so congratulations to him. He's going to be starting up front. And so there are no faster pairs in this race, so if there is a wreck, they are having to go to the garage if they get taken out. So it's going to be challenging to see if they can manage to keep the car unscathed and make it to the end. It's going to be interesting because we may see some guys try to jump to the back and play it safe, which is always an alternate strategy. But
it's also race.
Yeah, a long race, 120 laps. It's only 8 laps shy.
Everyone being aggressive early. Everyone's going to be very aggressive, very laid back. I see halfway. I think that's when we're starting to see the pickup during pit cycles if we have brief pit stops.
Yep, halfway.
It should be the case.
Halfway, in case you didn't know, guys, was lap 61. So when we cross lap 61, that will be the halfway point. So that's, as Steven said, wind intensity is going to pick up. But yep, so, up here in the LCTV broadcast booth, it's me, Lucas Krim, and Stephen Gale. Just for your information.
Yep.
But first of 33 races, I'm pretty sure this season is. So, without a chase, it's going to be a long season. Got to get every point you can possibly get, and you definitely want to start the season off strong.
Yes, indeed. I'm expecting fun action-packed racing for everyone at home, hopefully.
Yep, we all want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this broadcast, our first broadcast, in case you didn't know. So there's a lot of stakes. As you can tell, we do not have a ticker for this race. We came to having a ticker, and we had some technical difficulties with it. So for the next race, we will have it. We apologize for the inconvenience of that, as Steven posted in Discord, in the chat. So we apologize for that. We will also be having interviews after the race of the top 4 finishers, so stay tuned in the race for that. Here we go as they get lined up. Pace car's about to roll off here.
All right. It's got 125 laps rolling. Let's go.
Green flag.
Race up the season.
Green flag is out. 50 gets a pretty good jump over the 5 as the 7 falls in suit behind.
They're already almost going to go 3 wide here.
Yeah, about to go 3 wide in the back. Looks like they decided to play it safe and not go 3 wide as the 7 goes on the apron a bit. Takes about a full lap to get up to speed here, so as they come back around and cross the finish line, that's about when they'll be up to close to 200 miles an hour. So as there's already some guys like the AC Delta car, he's pulling off the pace. That's the 17 of CJ Gates, deciding to play it safe, pull to the back. We're going to see a lot of that tonight probably. So side by side for the lead.
So 14 cars in the wall.
40 car in the wall.
The 14 car of Darren Manning hit the wall, but he's all right. Just a little scrape.
Keeps on going here as the 50 is going to lead the first lap of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series.
At Daytona.
At Daytona, yep.
So like we saw, some cars are staying in the back, just keeping pace.
And it's not a bad strategy. I mean, I've pulled it before at play tracks, and it pays off in the long run. It's sometimes it become a survival race to see who's left at the end, and I guess that's what I think is going to happen.
It's also a long race. There's no point risking any damage to the car.
Yeah. So 4 is pushing the 5. Looks like he may get to the lead here to see if he can clear number 50 and pull down low. Not quite. 50 gets a push from the 7, and he's going to gain that back. This is side by side coming across the line. It looks like the 5 is going to lead this time by. So new leader to the 5 of, who's that 5 car? Jim Ott to the lead.
Jim Ott got that lap.
Looks like he's going to clear at 50 actually. So will he pull down and leave the 4 out to dry, or will he stay up top? I'm going to see who's going to do the 50 trying to side draft there. I have Jeffrey Mayer. This is the 5 and up the racetrack. It looks like he may try to pull down. It's not quite clear though. That was almost some close contact.
Those cars at the back, the cars at the back are all single file. Just
Yeah.
trying not to lose the pack.
Starting to get spaced out. The 8 is way back there. That's DJ Allen way back there with the 17 pushing him. Have
Ron Hohenfield. They're both at the back working together to avoid the wrecks that we'll probably assume.
yeah, they're still side by side for the lead. They're not letting each other go here. They're fighting pretty hard pretty early here in this race.
It's fun to watch, but eventually something may happen.
It could lead to a wreck, or we could see it spread out and see what these guys determine here. Just to kind of fan out in the back stretch here. I'm honestly surprised the 5 hasn't gone down low yet. I expected Jim to go down low, and as soon as he got clear, because the low lane is faster.
Maybe he's relying on the 4 car.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to leave the 4 car out to dry, and he wants to kind of help him. The low lane is also bumpier as the 5 leads again this time by, so it's another lap led for the 5 of Jim Ott. Still work our way into turn 2.
Still pretty tame. No one's doing any bold moves yet.
He's working the back stretch here. Still side by side. Looks like the 50 now has the advantage. Just maybe blinking in there in the back, but 18 right in the back bumper with a 1. You gotta be careful. That does happen a lot at plate tracks. It's called a bumper hook. And you get right in the bumper to the guy in front of you trying to bump draft to go faster, and it can lead to a wreck. So you gotta be careful and watch that. I expect to see some of that tonight, honestly.
We will most likely expect that.
Yeah.
And hopefully Netco doesn't play part in a wreck too. That's what we gotta hope for too.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of netcode incidences, and it's pretty detrimental.
Yeah. All right.
5 in the 50s still going at it. It's 18 AJR Hager. He drops to the low side. Leaves the 1 out to dry.
The 1 car looks like it's moving back, just going back in the field.
Yeah, not sure if he got forced to the line and just kind of had to fall back, or if he actually got pushed back. That's Chase Berry, number 1 Chevrolet. 50 now has the advantage, clears the 5 finally, so after about 5 laps. 50 is finally going to take the lead and clear him with the 5 fighting back on the outside.
All right.
5 gets a big run with the 4 and the 18. The 4 and the 5 are both clear of the 50, and so he's kind of 7 kind of fell off his back bumper.
And once the 5 is not, he's most likely should go to the bottom.
Yep, he goes pull it down.
And he does.
Right down in front of the 50. 50 almost got on the left rear of the 4 right there. That would have been pretty bad.
Now in the 4 and the 5.
And the 4 goes to the outside, getting help from the 18 of JR Hager. The
Anyone
4.
else in the back is on the bottom lane. Oh, and a car hits the wall. The 13 of CJ Gates hits the wall, but he's still going.
Yeah, it's the 4 of Ernie Williams Jr. getting a push from JR Hager on the outside lane, trying to fight the 5 and the of Jim Ott and the 50 of Jeffrey Mayer.
It looks like the 18 will go on the bottom.
Yeah, JR Hager leaves the 4 to dry. He's going to take that position from him, going to the inside. So starting to see the front field kind of spreading out here. As some guys like to just try to go to the front. 18 gets almost into the left rear of the 50. goes up top in front of the 4. The 4 tries to take a 3 wide. Looks like that number 3 got in the wall back there. Just a little bit, but shouldn't damage the car too much. So the 7 now goes to the inside of it's a red Ford going underneath the 18 of J.R. Hager.
Now it looks like the pack is kind of separated from everyone else.
Yeah, we got a gap back to the 15. That car behind him, that's the 15 and the 2. You're gonna gap back to the 1 and the 38, and then another gap back to the 93 and 14, and then another 2 car. Actually, the 13's all by himself. That's CJ Gates. And then I got the 8 and the 17 way back there, so definitely spread out now as they continue to work away.
As expected.
As expected, yeah. But it's going to be interesting to see pit stops. At a track like this, handling is actually more key than you would expect. And so, I mean, you're going to see some guys take 4 tires, some guys are going to take 2 tires, and some of the daring guys that are going to be, yeah, just gas and go, which saves you a lot of time. But it could lead to you spinning out in the long run, so you got to be careful.
I don't see anyone's going to do no tires. I feel like everyone's going to always say 2.
Yeah.
The fact of a long race. Maybe if a caution comes out, that might change it up, but other than that.
Yeah, it's also really hard to exit pit road without any fresh tires because you got to stay down on the apron and turn 1 and 2. And your car definitely wants to spin out. I've had that happen to me once before where I spun out to taking no tires. So it's it's a lot tougher than you might think.
It's also extremely more bumpy here because of before the repave, and that's what makes this track harder than the repave.
Yep, this is the old version of Daytona before they repaved it in 2011. In case you're wondering, it's an iRacing track still, so it's kind of cool to change up Daytona a bit and go back before the replay. The 7's on the apron bit there. That was looking pretty sketchy. He's actually trying to pick a lane, make it put 3 wide. Nope, 42's gonna let him in.
5 and 40, or the 5 and 50 are still together, still doing well. The most people are on the inside, only 3 cars on the outside.
The 13 seems to be losing the draft all the way in the back. 13 of CJ Gates.
Challenging the 5.
Yep, here comes J.R. Hager and that Toyota Camry on the outside. Getting help from the 4 of Ernie Williams Jr. It's going to be interesting. 2 cars on the outside, 2 cars on the inside. Who gets the advantage? And the question is, if the 18 does get cleared, does he go down low and leave the 4 to dry, or will he just drop down low into the lead?
Most likely, they'll drop low.
There's a 50 trying underneath the 5. He decided to back out of it. It's pretty wise there. It was a little bit too aggressive.
Will lead that lap too.
Yep. J.R. Hager, new leader. This is going to get clear. Dropped that in front of the 5. That was very close. Very aggressive this early. But he made it work.
5 go high to try to pass it to JR again.
Yep, Hager's the 5 to the outside of the 4. Right in front of the 4. Outside of 18 of J.R. Hager. 4 is going to push the 5. You got to be careful not to bumper hook him. It's the 50 now. Jeffrey gets behind JR. Will the 5 get a run on the outside? He's done it once before. That's how he took the lead in the first place.
Very close for the lead.
Yeah, they're still side by side. Inside lane, though, I think may have the advantage. There's more cars down there, and it's kind of just the faster way around the track. But we can see the guys on the outside, they go down the side draft. And
pull. Don't have a chance.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go down the side draft, pull them forward. There's a 50 got on the yellow line right there. That's a bit sketchy.
Probably go to loose, have to put the bumps.
Yeah, you're gonna see that.
Racing really hard for those positions.
Yeah, they're not taking quite as easy as we thought they would. But some point.
People are. The 3-car tandem at the back of the field, just waiting for everything to go nuts.
Yeah, some guys playing it safe. And it's not always a bad strategy. It could easily pay off for you. As the 5 gets turned into the 3, and it's a big wreck. Big wreck behind. The 38 gets involved. And the 5 goes for a spin. Jim Ott, the number 5 Chevrolet Camaro. I'm going to take it back and look at what happened right there. Looks like, yep, bumper hook by the 4. And it just slides down into the 3. The 7 gets involved. 38 gets involved. Somebody blinked out. The 14 blinked out and got lucky and made it through that. But hard hit right there.
Sometimes net coach is plays in their favor, avoiding wrecks as well.
That's true. But like we said, the bumper hook, the 4 pushed in the tri-oval, and he got the left rear of the 5, and it just turned him, and that's all it takes. Funny, we were just talking about if there was a wreck, and we just got one. So.
However, the three cars, some cars are still good to go, but they will be a little more slow. But the main question is, do people pit now to get gas, or do they stay out?
Looks like most of the field is saying, I'm guessing pit road's still closed.
Pretty hard racing for the first 15 laps of Daytona.
Yep, on the 18-inch air, Hager holds the lead, so we're going to see what strategy comes into play here. 2 tires, 4 tires, or some risky guys taking no tires. But I don't think we're going to see too many of those guys.
I think people are going to come down. I don't know for tires, but most likely to fill up and go.
Oh yeah, definitely they're going to have to come down pit road and fill up. I think we're going to see probably everybody come down and fill up.
Yeah.
And we did make it, how many laps? Under green?
Made 15 laps.
15 laps under green. That's a pretty long run here at Daytona, so. As here we come, pit road seems to be open at 18. Just kind of pit road. 18 comes out of pit road. 50 comes out of pit road. The 4, 3, yep. The 2 actually stays out though. The 2 of Roy Atchison, the 3rd, is gonna stay out. Looks like he's.
You know, he has some right side damage to his Ford Mustang iRacing Xfinity car. He has some right side damage. So he could hold up the field, but
he could potentially just be staying out, just to lead a lap. The strategy does pay off for bonus points, if there's bonus points. So 18 J.R. Hager's going to be the first off pit road.
Just like we thought, they just took gas. JR just took gas and went. I guess you can say some cars at the back most likely took tires as well. At the back, you might as well take tires, so.
Yeah, might as well, just for the grip. It's an insurance policy, pretty much, for the 4. It's also going to make it out of pit road. Ellery Williams Jr. going to come off pit road 2nd here. 50 of Jeffrey Mayer is going to come off 3rd. And 4th is going to be the 3 car.
I feel like the cars with damage are still not out of the race yet, as they still have a chance with the draft. They're not going to be as fast, but they might just make it in just out of survival alone.
Yeah, we're going to see if we see the 5 car. He's still on pit road with a lot of damage. And like I said that before, there are no faster pairs, so there's the 7 off pit road.
His race may be done.
Greg Floyd with a lot of damage to the front end of his car and a little bit rear end damage too. We're going to see if he stays up to speed. But the 5 of Jim Ott still stuck there on pit road. We're going to see
the
if...
2 cars, like we thought, was just coming out to get a bonus point to the lead lap. Because he goes down pit road now. And the 18 will retain the lead.
Yes, the 2 car, Roy Atchison, the 3rd, the league owner himself. And, I think he stayed out just to get that 1 lap lead. Just so the bonus points. And J.R. Hager back to lead. As the 5 of Jim Ott still stuck on pit road. So he's going to go 1 lap down as of right now. It's going to be tough for him to get that damage fixed, and even if he does, it's going to be tough for him to run with these guys in the pack, so we're going to see.
Well, with the draft, it might help, but at the same time, I think at this rate, they're just relying on people wrecking out at this rate for positions, since their race is kind of done after that incident. Yeah,
they can't just fix it and hope that some guys get completely damaged to the point that they can't come back out and repair, so you're going to see the 5 maybe just try to get the damage fixed and come back out, limping around the racetrack. As the 2 comes off pit road, here comes the 1 car of Chase Berry. He's going to come off pit road. The 5 still on pit road, 38 catching up to the field.
Yeah, the 5 had a ton of damage, and I sadly don't think he'll be returning on the track. And if he will, he'll be laps down, and just a logging laps.
Yeah, the 7 at Greg
So
Ford.
sadly, the 5 cars races out today.
Yeah, he's going to go 2 laps down here pretty soon. But the 7 of Greg Floyd is also down pit road once again. He was involved in the accident, fixing some more damage and getting some more tires and stuff.
Better hurry up before the leader comes.
And here comes the field entering the trial. Well, he's going to have to get repaired pit road pretty soon here. This is going to be trapped a lap down. He's just sitting there getting an optional fix. He's got to pull out now. If he doesn't, he's going to go a lap down.
He is going to go 1 lap down.
Not quite sure why he didn't pull up pit road right there, but
Pretty sure trying to get everything fixed.
yeah, he could just. I think they're bunching up here. Yep, bunching up double foul for restart. So I think he's just trying to get everything fixed before it goes back out on the track. Doesn't care too much about that. But the 18 of J.R. Hager out here, the number 18 GoPro Toyota Camry. Start on the inside lane. On the outside, you have the 4 of Arnie Williams Jr. So 5 car, one of the higher contenders. He was up there most of the night so far, and he's gonna get taken out. So tough break for him.
His chance of winning diminished.
Yeah, he's just gonna go out there and limp if he does that. So, but behind the 18 of J.R. Hager, you have the 50 Jeffrey Mayer, the pole sitter. He's seems to be pretty strong so far in running of this. So we're gonna see.
In 4th, involved in the wreck is the 3 car of Blaze Tatum, the Budweiser's Camaro.
Yeah,
A
he's,
little damage up front, but I feel like you still do well just in the draft. It's not too much, I believe.
yeah, he has some right side damage in that, but not too much front end damage. A little bit right front end damage, so he should be all right to hold it in the draft. So worked away to turn 4 here. PS lights are off. They are bunched up, ready to get refired here.
On lap 20, they're going to restart.
So 125 laps to go.
Off,
Pace car's off, and green flag's out.
they're going green.
18 with a pretty good restart. Gets an edge over the 4. 4 just missed his shift right there, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, I think you may pull some strategy and falling behind the 18 as the 50 gets a big run here.
And the 18 blocks the 4.
18, the 4. 4 is going to kind of stay high here. Not quite sure what he's doing. He should pull down in front of the 50, but 50's going to get his inside. So the 50 looking to get up the 2nd here. 3 debating whether or not to go with the 4, but decided to stay low.
The 50's going to push the 18. The 4 probably will lose positions for not going to the bottom.
Yeah.
But he does have help by the 93 of Jonathan.
Also the 15 is working his way up there along with Roy, and then number 2 Ford Mustang. So we're going to see if his outside lane does get a run. So kind of working my way to the back there. Like I said earlier, though,
the 18 to 50 they're pushing each other.
Like I said earlier, though, these guys on the outside, they have to go down and they have to side draft the inside lane, otherwise they're gonna fall back. But they seem to have a pretty good run right here. So 2 is trying to make a 3 wide or something, but he kind of just didn't work out for him. At the 93, all about the 4. 18 getting loose right there, as you saw, hitting those bumps. The 4 is actually gonna pull ahead here.
That's what those bumps do.
Yeah, that bumps, they definitely can slow you down. As the 18 goes up the side draft a little bit. At the line, the 4 car. Oh, 93.
The 93 and the 18 made contact.
93 comes down and hits the side of the 18. The 18, J.R. Hager may not be happy about that.
The 38 and the 1 come out of pit road. It'll both be a lap down.
Yeah, they just got to hope for a caution and a wave by at this point. But 18
I don't know if they
back up to the
They
lead.
came in to fix damage, or they just did it out of strategy. But
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting. But looks like about the same cars on the outside as the same cars on the inside. About 4 and 4 here. So it's all about that side draft and the bumps which hurt you. So It's gonna be interesting. 18 still with the advantage though.
They're still side by side.
4 car gonna leave this lap as well. 18 goes with the side draft a bit. If he does clear him, does he go down low? That's the question.
Well, if you do clear him, you probably would go down low.
Yeah, but it's all about respect for the guys on the outside. 18 goes in the apron bit. It's gonna slow him down. 18 goes with the block to the outside. 50 goes down below the yellow line. So I go back on track here. 18 being aggressive here, blocking pretty early. I wouldn't suggest doing that this early, but...
And he goes back to the bottom.
Yep, shoots right back down and cuts off the momentum on the inside lane. As the 3 gets right and left rear of the 50, that was close. All these guys been really aggressive early. They've got to be careful though, because they did not want to get caught in another wreck like we saw earlier. It's a 50 looking to the outside of the 18. Oh, the 3 gets a little bit looser. Not quite sure if he made contact with a 42 or not. But he got a little bit of shit there.
Little hit from the 42, but not too major. Some rear end damage. This should be good.
Luckily, he was able to get it back up though, and that was probably a big scare to the entire field. But then getting themselves line back up. 18 of J.R. Hagan on the outside, inside, and 50 of Jeffrey Mayer. Chevy versus Toyota. 50 going up the side draft. Looks like the inside lane has the advantage right here, but the outside lane is going to have the run off the corner like we usually do. At the line, it's going to be the 50 leading that lap.
If only that was finished, it would have been a very close finish.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty good finish right there. As hopefully it does happen though. But it could always end under caution. We never exactly know.
And so 50 goes on the apron a little.
18 gets put 3 wide, and he's gonna fall back in line.
Takes second.
Yeah, 18 is gonna fall back in line behind the 3. That's a bit of craziness.
I don't know how the outside line's gonna do with the 3 car having a little right side damage.
Yeah, he kind of needs to stay behind the car to be in that draft to
being
keep...
really aggressive.
Yeah, a lot
this
of.
Will, however, cost 18 cars some positions.
Yeah, he's gonna. Looks like they're not able to hold the speed. 18 might go down low here. He's clear of the 4. Does he go down low? Leave the 3 out to dry. That's what we're gonna see.
18 does not go low.
Yeah, the hole's closing fast. So if he's gonna do it, he's gotta do it fast.
I think it's trying to. He's still at 3.
3 to the lead right here.
Yeah, I think that damage is kind of hurting because he's getting pushed by the 18.
Yeah, that damage, it's gonna affect his airflow. It's hurting that outside lane. 18 has some damage for getting the wall earlier, so a couple of damaged cars on the outside is not gonna help him. Here's a 13 of CJ Gates. He was in the back of the field earlier, so I guess he decided to come out of the back and be a little bit more aggressive with these leaders.
And the 18 does go to the bottom.
18 down low, leaves the 3 out to dry. There's a lap car up ahead of them. And then here's the 42. To the outside of the 50. Does he have enough momentum?
Wide in the back.
Does he know 18 goes to the outside, looks back to the inside. He's going to push the 50 here. He's going to be careful not to push in the corners. That is what leads the bumper hooks a lot. As the 18 is going to get, I know it's into 50. 50 pulls right down on a block. There's his lap car 7.
Of the 7 of the lap car, who is
Greg Floyd.
7 laps down.
Imagine his car number. He's just limping around the track making some laps just in case a wreck takes somebody out here.
The 18 does have some right side damage in the front.
Yeah, I think he got in the wall. I think he got in the wall when he got put 3 wide.
I don't think it's enough to really do anything major. I still think he's still competitive and should be still good with that damage.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be affecting.
I don't think it's enough to make the car slow.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be affecting him as of right now, so he should be okay. So you got the 3 and the 42 only on the outside. As the 3 takes it 3 wide, and he decides to back out of it. 50 leads that lap.
It's getting really intense. up front.
Yeah, they're getting really aggressive this early on, but the outside lane seems to kind of die. There's only 2 cars up there, the 42 and the 3, so as the 3 pulls that down low, so the 43, or 42, excuse me, allowed to dry, so he's gonna fold the back here pretty soon. As you got another lap car up here, the 38. See which lane he's gonna go in. As the 4 and the 3 go below the line, he's gonna go up to the top. He's gonna go next to the wall though, otherwise he's gonna wreck. Oh, it's gonna create some chaos. They seem to make it work.
The 38 gets shafted.
Yeah, 30's the lap car.
As he is 1 lap down.
Yep. So he's gonna go 2 laps down, I'm pretty sure here. The 50 gets the lead, and they're all kind of single file. You got the 18 if they're here behind the 4. The 3 and the 42 are side by side now. Oh, and some contact! And the 4 gets turned. The 4 gets turned. Does not
bring out another caution.
yet. Second caution of the night. The 4 of Ernie Williams Jr. gets turned by the 42. And he's going to try to get back going here. Doing a little bit of a loop.
Another 15 green flag run. Another 15 lap run.
They seem to like that number apparently.
Okay, not 15, but close enough. But yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Caution came out lap 15, caution came out lap 30.
Pretty good runs here. It's the 42 and the 4 making some contact. And I think the 4 got his nose underneath him just before the corner. And the 3, yeah, the 4 just came right down on him. And the 4 goes for a spin. Looks like he was able to keep it off the wall, though, and he didn't get hit. Nice job by everybody to avoid him. As he was sitting in the middle of the track. That doesn't happen usually often. At Daytona, a single car wreck. Yeah, he just came down. I guess the 42 stuck his nose in there a little bit too late for him to notice him. But wow, what a great job, everybody, to check up and go low and go high to avoid that.
Now, everyone's probably going to take... The people that take tires, will they take tires this time? And this will help the 1 car who will be on the lead lap.
Yes.
Get the wave around.
So the one of Chase Berry gonna get the free pass, so he's gonna put himself back in the lead lap. But the 50 of Jeffrey Mayer back out front, the pole sitter, back where he started.
The question is, if you didn't take tires, do you take tires this stop, or do you still just do a gas and go?
That's the question, and it's also gonna reflect who took what in the first stop. I'm pretty sure the 50 took 4 tires, and the 18 either took none or 2, because he came off pit road way ahead of everybody else. So I'm pretty sure the 50.
Or in the back, you just do gas to try to do some strategy, get up front. Or do you stay out, lead a lap, then pit to get to that point?
Yeah, 50 is gonna work his way down pit road here, and the 18. Looks like everybody's gonna fall down pit road. Nope, the 38, the 7, the 1, they're all lapped though, I'm pretty sure.
All
So
the lap cars are just getting their wave around.
So yeah, they're just gonna stay out here. As pit stops happen.
And JR overshot his pit stop a little.
That's gonna
Lose a little time.
it's gonna hurt him. He's taking right side tires.
He is taking, it looks like all 4.
Yep, 4 tires for 18 of J.R. Hager. Looks like everybody's taking 4 tires. 18 is away. Going through a bunch of pit stalls there.
And
18
will get the lead.
off
That's a great pit stop.
off pit road first, and the 50
The 50
is
has a
still
terrible pit stop.
still not off pit road. Not quite sure what happened to him on this pit stop. Maybe repairing damage or something. But
I think that's most likely what he's doing. Either he got a speeding penalty or something happened, or he's just doing what you said, fixing the damage.
yeah, that's gonna really hurt him. The 4 is just kind of sitting in his pit stall, so it's not like doing much. The 2 is gonna come off pit road here for Atchison, the 3rd. But the 18 of J.R. Hager, nice pit stop for him. He's gonna come off pit road first place. We're gonna take this time down and go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Alright.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series racing here at Daytona 07. Got the one lap to green here, so the double file getting ready to get these cars get going. ATM J.R. Hager and a GoPro Toyota camera is going to lead him to the green flag.
Beside him is the 3 car of the Budweiser Camaro of Blaze Tatum. He still has some damage from the earlier caution. So this may have an interesting start from him on the outside.
You're going to see if you can get up to speed. He seemed to be pretty okay last time, but we're going to see how it affects him on a restart. As going to kind of race here. The pace car is going to pull off pit road. There's the pace car. Green flag's up. 18 J.R. Hager, good start. I think the 3 was just going to go low and pull him behind him here. Does he go down low? No, he's actually going to stay up top.
3 stayed high.
That's kind of surprising, honestly.
Interesting. At the 13 car, CJ will take 2nd place.
And there's the 42, Donald Floyd, going down to the bottom. So the 3 kind of by himself. He's got the help from the 15 back there, but... So J.R. Hager able to hold the lead for now. I'm going to see how long this stays out. 3 actually doing pretty well by himself up there, but...
1 car is still a lap down. So...
The 13 is CJ Gates, goes to the outside. Cuts it down in front of the 42. That was close. He's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. You do not want to be indecisive and, you know, try to go to the outside and pull back down low. Because sometimes the whole...
Too late.
Yeah, sometimes the whole that hole closes faster than you expect, and you're going to come down in front of somebody and you're not going to make them too happy.
No. And they could retaliate later with a bump.
There's a 2. Getting aggressive behind the 3 there. Looking to make something happen.
Outside lane. Sally doesn't have much going on.
Yep, they're kind of single file for the most part. As the lane's starting to get going here. 13 going below the yellow line. And they're 3 wide now. 3 wide for a second.
42 has made contact with 3.
And the 18 trying to block now, right in front of the 42. And now the 13
still 3 wide.
pulls down around.
42 and the 13 make contact.
More contact. They're still 3 wide. 18 of Hager trying to block everybody. The 42 is 42 gets in front of the 3, trying to look like go to the lead here.
2 takes in the middle.
Yeah, the 2 Roy does not want to break up that 3 wide. He wants to try to go to the lead here.
Man,
3 wide for the lead. 3 wide for the lead. 18 Hager on the apron and 2 to the outside. Clears to 18. To the lead. Roy Atchison the 3rd. Roy Atchison the 3rd takes the lead here at Daytona. That was insane.
The 13 went on the apron and
18 though, sticking his nose in there. Underneath the 2. He's gonna back off. But what an aggressive move, especially this early. But it paid off for him for now. Yeah, it paid off for him from now. So to the lead goes the 2, but the 42 of Donald Ford, he's looking to take that back on the outside lane, hope from the 1 car of Chase Berry. Is Chase Berry in the lead lap?
Chase Berry is not.
So Chase Berry, a lap car, hoping the 42 out.
He was the guy that should have got the lucky dog, but I guess he didn't.
18 underneath the 2 here for the lead. The 2 left that hole. 18 is going to take it. But actually...
2 blocks the 18 again.
Yep, 2 blocks the 18. He's going to have to fall back in the line here.
42 and the 2 are side draft, and then the 1 car, who is again a lap car, helping the 42.
Yeah, the 42 actually get the lead here.
And if the 1 car does cause a wreck, then oh man, he is not gonna live that down.
Yeah, he's not gonna be too popular if he does that.
Oh, he is probably gonna get.
Oh, the 42 almost got a bumper hook right there with the 1, but he was able to save it and can actually pull down in front of the 2.
42 takes the lead.
Oh, and it gets loose again. Oh, and he gets turned.
He gets
To the wall goes the 42.
no caution.
No caution. He kept us straight.
And the 18 cars going. Nope, the 2 blocks them.
But
No caution for that somehow, but
yeah, no caution. We're gonna take a look at back what happened there. Just the 2 did not
42.
want to lift, and he just clipped his right rear and got him a bit loose. And then he went down the track and they bumper hooked him right into the wall. And the 42's rear tires went off the ground. Hard hit for the 42.
He had some major damage.
But 18 J.R. Hager looking to the outside.
His day is sadly most likely done.
Yeah, especially with no caution. That's going to hurt him pretty badly. Oh, and the 18 almost gets turned by the 1. Great save by J.R. Hager. He just about got bumper hooked.
The lap car almost caused the wreck.
Yeah, the left car almost just turned one of the front runners. But great drive by the 18 J.R. Hager to save that. He was pretty sideways.
Speed, but he's still in it.
Yeah, it's definitely better than a wrecked race car. Great drive by him. I thought it was going to be another wreck, honestly. The two of our Atchison.
13 has the 18.
Yep,
The
18.
18 had 13.
Here comes the 3 trying to go up, and 3 wide for the lead once again.
3 wide for second.
Three backs out of it, and there's 3 wide for second though. So 3 trying to pull in front of the 4. 4 lets him in.
18 has the 13.
Yep, 18 has a momentum with the 13. That's J.R. Hager working with C.J. Gates. It's a big enough for a run to clear the inside lanes. The question is the 13 kind of getting aggressive back there. Who leads at the line? Oh, door slamming each other. I think that'd be the finish right there, but Roy led that lap.
The 50 front run, the 50 car of Jeffrey Maynard, the guy who was up front and at the back with no help.
Yeah, that's going to be detrimental for him. The 2, though, I mean,
maybe just strategy, maybe just staying up back to avoid what's happening.
Potentially. Like, it is always the case. But the 3 goes...
It wouldn't shock me that's the case.
If 3 goes to the outside of the 2 car, who has absolutely no help right now, the 18 pushing the 3. Just going to make sure he lifts off in the corner, though. The 3 goes right down low.
Car will take the lead.
But Roy's been very aggressive this race. He took a 3 wide early, he turned the 42, and he went up and got into the 18, who damaged his left front. So... very aggressive early on for the 2.
Pretty sure shows the field that he's willing to do everything.
Yeah, he's willing.
He's not afraid.
Yeah, he's willing to do what he needs to do for this victory. 18. 43 out of 125, so not quite halfway yet. We're going to see if we get some grief like pit stops at some point here. Kind of a 6-car breakaway right now. Other guys in the back. Kind of just falling behind.
That's the caution on lap 45, so that's 15. And it's 15 laps since the last caution.
Yeah, potentially. But yeah, the 14's kind of losing the draft there, so. But he is some cars behind him, like the 15 and the 93. The 50 is all by himself back there, but as the 3 goes to the lead, or holds the lead, rather. Sorry, excuse me. 18 looking at the outside, though. He's down there side drafting. Trying to get a run by himself. The 13, the 1 are coming up to help him, so this is good news for him.
Take a look at the 17 and 8 car together.
18 tries looking for a hole to go down low, and the 4 is going to let him in. And the 18, the 2 make contact. And they save it, so the 7 car is right in the way. 18 gets to the back of the 7, who's a lapped car. Innocent car gets involved, but the 18
has a lot of front end.
Yeah, the 18, that's going to hurt him badly. Let's see look at what happened. It was just the 18 in aggressive, got to the inside, the 2 left the hole, 18 came down on him, or the 2 came down on him, and then he hit the grass, and he just kind of got in the air, and nowhere for him to go to avoid the 7. And the 7, like, several laps down, just in the way, but...
definitely needs a caution now to make his race hopes still alive.
Yeah, that's...
definitely cost him, though.
Yeah, that's pretty heartbreaking.
So hurt his chances.
He's been up front most of the race, and now he's stuck by himself with a lot of damage. So he's going to need a...
That lap car had nowhere to go. Nothing can done.
Yeah, he was just out of the way, staying on the apron, trying to be out of the way, and all of a sudden, leaders make contact, and that happens sometimes in racing.
That's just the nature of Daytona.
Yep, that's just, and JR was trying to go up the track to avoid him, but he hit the grass, and he kind of lost all,
JR, you're also had nowhere to go.
Yeah, he lost all control and he hit the grass, and so he actually kind of jumped and just got right in the back of the 7 car. So that hurt. That sucks for him. But
13
13,
here at the old Daytona is treacherous.
yeah, it's hard to get
To say
off of
the
it,
least.
especially when you get in the grass. But the 13 of CJ Gates gets up to the lead.
JR can still get a chance at the top 10, so his race may not be over. All JR needs right now is a caution to potentially help him and use a bit of strategy to his end as well.
And they're pretty spread out at the front, though. So the one car.
We have some intense lead changes, some intense battles for the lead.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good race so far, and again, we thank you guys all for watching.
More aggressive than I thought they would be this early.
Yeah, right now they're kind of getting spread out. The 4 car, Ernie Williams Jr. trying to look make something happen on the outside, but kind of spread out right now. As I've had 42 and the 18 kind of, got damaged, and they've been stuck in the back now.
The 2 cars right side. Most cars here does have damage.
Oh,
so.
and the 3 made contact with 4 right there. They were able to save it though, but 3 came up and got inside the 4 car a little bit. But as the 2 car and the 15 get to run on the 4, and see.
JR did find a pack in the back. So they are working together in the back.
Yeah, the
18.
Yep, 17, 8, 15, and 18 are working together back there. So they're not gonna lose too much time, but they're still gonna be in need of a caution.
Definitely. JR is lucky that because that hit, he didn't have any engine problems.
Yeah, he's lucky that it didn't really hurt his engine.
Cause that was head on too.
Yeah, it was a pretty hard hit. Smushed the front end of that Toyota Camry out pretty bad, but 7 car breakaway up the front here. So they're kind of trying to go side by side once again. The 4 and the 2 and the 15 on the outside, trying to make something happen. Actually, right on board the leader at 13 of CJ Gates. Looking back at the pack here, with the 4 with a pretty good run. The 3 kind of bobbing and weaving right there.
And the 4 car of Ernie Williams is 2 laps down.
So he was involved in that earlier crash, so he's actually not even racing for the lead lap, or for the lead rather. So he's just trying to get some of the laps back. And I'm sure some leaders are not too happy with that, because they're kind of trapped behind him when they're actually bound for position.
13 car goes on the apron again. But the 2 Budweiser cars are hooked up.
Yep, got the 13, the 3 hooked together on the bottom. 2 number 3 Chevrolet Budweiser Camaros. The 2 right in the back one with the 4. He's got to be careful with the bumper hook him. And the 13 pulls.
13 comes down pit road.
13 comes down pit road, but all by himself. And he sped.
And he gets on the grass.
Yeah, he slid through that, so that's going to be a pretty big penalty. Not quite sure why he pitted. Nobody else came down with him, so I don't think we're quite in the fuel window.
That was a really early pit, and he just missed his pit stop as well, I think.
Yeah, he missed his pit stall, so not quite sure what that was all
that
about.
costed him a lot. At that rate, I guess he called that was not worth the stop.
Yeah, that was very odd. He just pulled off the track and went down pit road and.
JR's down pit road with the 50 car. Maybe he tried to do short pitting, but didn't work. Not sure what he was going there.
Yeah, that's very interesting. 50's gonna roll off pit road here. There's the 18, Jerry Hager. And here goes the rest of the field.
The field comes down pit road. I'm pretty sure the 13 car is trying to do short pits.
But
However,
he missed.
He kind of failed.
Yeah, he got a speeding penalty, missed his pit box, and a lot of troubles.
Spark though, it's doing, and this could help.
Oh, the 3 through the bad pit stop. He's trying to get in his box. That's gonna hurt him drastically. He's still not in his box. This is.
Car with a bad pit stop.
Yeah, he's still too far left. This is.
Not in his, oh my, wow.
Yeah, 93 gonna pull off. 93 rolls up pit road first.
Okay, the 3 car just cannot pit. Alright, he's finally in pit stop.
The 14 is gonna roll
That
off
is a
second.
really bad stop.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for him. But the
Pretty sure the 13's happy about this. 'Cause this will give him another chance.
well, I don't think he's even gonna have that. He's so far back to that penalty and stuff. But the 14's gonna go off second. 93 rolls off first.
But this will potentially help him a little. I'm not saying a lot, but
Yep, it should help him potentially gain a spot as the 14.
JR in the 50 car are lap down.
As Jared gonna pass the 17 and the
15 car is your leader. He hasn't not come down yet, I believe.
and 15.
Two cars have not come down. The 93 and the 15 have not come down yet.
The 93 did pit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 93 did a pit with the leaders. I'm not quite sure if the if the 15 had already pitted too, but I know the 93 pitted.
Only two cars on the lead lap.
93 and the 15.
The 15 is letting out the gas. It's 15 having. I think the 15 ran out of gas.
Yeah, 15 very slow in turn 3. You better get down to the apron. There's a field of cars behind him.
I think he ran out of gas.
15, yeah, looks like he may have run out of gas.
Wow.
Not quite sure what he's trying to do there. That's gonna hurt him drastically. This 93 is all by himself right now, which is gonna hurt him because
the 50 car coming back from a bad pit stop with JR are in the top 5 now. The 3 and the 2 are in the back because of their not so great pit stops. But
yeah, the 3 and the 2 working together now. I didn't notice the 2 had a bad pit stop, but I guess he did. And it's the 3. I mean, we saw him really struggling there trying to get into his pit stall, which is gonna hurt him.
the 15 car now comes down pit road, entering his box.
And the 15, number 15
Yep.
Ford Fusion down pit road.
He did run out of gas, and it's Mustang.
And number 93, sponsorless Chevrolet
You
Camaro.
gotta applaud the guy for his strategy. Sadly, I think he stretched it a little too much.
Who's wheelie behind behind the wheel of the number 93?
93, Jonathan Mazzella.
Jonathan Marzella to the lead by himself.
And there are the pack of cars behind him, with the 54 and the 14 are all going to hunt him down. So the 50 car may get the lead again.
The 50 rebounding there. He's got help from the 4 and the 14, so they're going to catch the 93, who's by himself pretty fast here. And the 4 is a lap down, so
Not accident with JR.
he actually...
If DJ and Ron, cars that were at the back, are now entering the top 5.
yeah,
Cars
it's,
that were at the back of the race are now coming up front.
yeah, so pitch strategy playing a factor massively as the 93 kind of had a good pit stop, but nobody came out with him at the same time, so he's just kind of
So
stuck.
I think he just took gas and everyone else took tires.
Yeah, so it gained the lead for quite a while, but he's going to get caught pretty fast with these guys drafting, so.
Two now has more rear damage now.
You can see the field of cars coming up behind him here.
The 50 will most likely take the lead. The 93 does not block.
.42 coming off pit road. Here comes the 50, help from the 4. Goes to the outside. 93 gonna be
And
smart.
The 50 will get the lead.
And the 50 with the momentum on the outside just blasts past the 93 for the lead. So good rebound on the 50 of Jeffrey Mayer. Getting himself back up at the front with the help from a lap car. So good for him.
Strategy worked with the top 3.
Yeah, he was staying in the back after an interesting pit stop and was way behind the entire field pretty much by himself until he finally got some help from like J.R. Hager and those guys, G.J. Allen.
G.G. Allen and Ron were all at the back.
Yeah,
Playing it cool, just waiting right. Now they're all in the top 5.
yeah. So it seems to have paid off for him pretty well here. It's the 14 looking to try to get around the lap car of the 4, Ryan Williams Jr. But no help from him, so he's gonna have to pull back in
2
line.
and 3 after running up front. 2 and 3. Sadly, their pit stops costing them a lot of time and positions.
Yeah, pit mistakes on a green flag it can hurt you a lot. So as you can tell.
13 could have still seen the lead if he didn't mess up his pit stop with that speeding penalty.
Yeah, the 13, it was interesting. He came down pit road all by himself, overshot pit road, and he also got a speeding penalty. And then he missed his pit stall, so. And as you can see him right in front of the leaders there, about to go a lap down. So the 14 got help from the 93, trying to look to the outside of the 50. The 14 goes to the wall. I think maybe hit it right there.
No, he's still good. He didn't touch it.
It was
It's close, but
probably couldn't fit a paperclip between them. But looking to the outside of the 4.
we're almost halfway.
Getting near halfway, and it's only a few cars up here battling for the actual race lead. Here goes the 14 with a head of steam.
42 is back on track, 16 laps down.
And the 14 did hit the wall. Oh, and he's going to wreck. Turns the 4. And the 14 going to slide down the backstretch. Keeps it off the wall.
No caution comes out again.
No caution yet again. The 4 of Ernie Williams Jr. A lapped car. And there's no caution. So we'll look back at what happened.
Now the 50, another problem with him. He did catch the 13.
Let's look just the
Again, no caution.
14 kind of just hit the wall, and the 93 got into nowhere to go when they turned the 4. So a lot of contact and damage for these guys. But that's gonna also hit the 93 because he had to get checked up by that. So the 50 cut the 13. He's probably just gonna work with him here, which is gonna gain him a big lead over the 93. Who's let back in turn 2. So 50 looks like he's gonna be on a track all by himself.
JR, DG, and Ron have entered the top 5. So JR's accident earlier, he's now back on the top 5.
Yeah, nice rebound by him to work his way back up. With that damage too.
A major boost.
Yeah, the 50 big lead.
And a caution's out.
Caution is out. Let's look at 4.
I'm pretty sure he just threw it out at that rate.
So league officials taking action to throw the caution.
Not shocking.
It's the pace car. Pace car Tokyo drifts turn 1 and 2. Racing glitches.
I love that pace car.
Pretty talented pace car driver we have here today.
Oh, definitely. Like that Mustang is going faster than 130 miles per hour.
He wants to be part of the race too.
This will keep the 13 on the lead lap.
Yeah, he got pretty lucky right there. 93.
Oh,
93 gonna catch up.
This will give the 4 car the wave around or the lucky dog. He's the first car lap down.
Yeah, but he's several laps down, so.
42 being back on track will give him in more positions. So the 42 might still get a redeemable finish after that wreck earlier.
But everybody's gonna come on the pit road here, fill up, and probably get some tires, fix their damage. It's the best time to do it is under caution. Everybody's all.
Will change strategy and how it was going to be played out.
Certainly will. Just make their way down pit road. Looks like nobody's going to stay out, so everybody's on the same strategy here. I'm sure the 50 didn't want to see that. He was out there cruising by himself on a Sunday drive, but.
Oh yeah, this will definitely throw a wrench in his plan.
So everybody makes their way down pit road. 2 slides in his pit stop nicely.
Stay out to get that lap back.
Yeah, 3 overshot his pit stall once again, so he's gonna have
The
to.
3 not having good pit stops tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna have some practice in that. His pit stalls. 50 rolls off pit road first, so in first and out first.
And the 2 car come out second.
Roy Atchison the third comes off pit road second.
And it looks
So.
like everyone else is gonna start fixing their damage.
Yep, there's the 3 and the 93.
Car will start fixing damage.
3 and the 93 come off third and fourth. Here comes the 17 and the 15 off pit road. This is the 4 again. It's
JR is the
everyone.
only car there other than the 3.
13 rolls off.
JR will stay in and fix damage that he had to fix. So, might as well do it now since the caution's out. We are approaching halfway of the race at Daytona.
Halfway, we've already had a pretty exciting race.
I thought people were going to lay back, but I guess not.
Yeah, they've been pretty aggressive so far this race. That's pretty interesting.
42 is getting a wave around.
42.
He's 16 laps down.
Yeah, he's pretty much out of it at this point. He's gonna have a miracle.
Pretty sure just relying on Rex at this rate.
He's gonna have an absolute. Actually, he's gonna.
Gain position.
Looks like he might come down pit road along with the 7. So I guess they're gonna choose not to get that wave around. So the 50 rightfully back up in the lead, in front of the field, in front of the 2.
It's gonna be interesting now.
So the pole sitter, he looks like he's the only guy out here without any damage, like hardly a scratch on his car. So we're gonna see how well it pays off for him.
Also doesn't have damage, but also 15 as well.
Yeah, 15, pretty clean car. So it might just come down to a survival race here at the end with who has less damage. Yeah, two cars quite a bit of damage. 93 is a bit of damage from that contact with the 14 on the backstretch a couple laps ago.
It's gonna be interesting.
It certainly is. So we're gonna see. We'll come back from a quick commercial break and see who can continue on and win the first inaugural Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series win. So we'll be right back. Do not go away. Alright, welcome back to the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. Racing at Daytona here. About halfway here, and so far it's been pretty exciting. It has some wrecks. Only 3 cautions so far tonight. If I recall, 50, by the way, did come down pit road while we were away. So trying to top off on some fuel. Interesting strategy for him. He's actually trying to catch up the field. Actually, he's in turn 2, so he's gonna miss the start of the race.
I think he was trying to get either that and some tires again, or just to get some damage that maybe he had.
Well, he didn't have any damage, so it's blinking. But Looks like he's gonna miss the start of the race, or the restart. So it's gonna
Car's off.
hurt him.
And
Base car's off. Green flag is back out and underway. So
Alright.
two.
17. The outside line had no momentum right now.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties we just had, but a little bit of lag. Not sure if it was on our end or if it was on the server's end. But two, Roy Atchison, the third, on the inside of the 13 of CJ Gates. They're behind for the lead.
The 18 car fighting for that spot. He still has a chance. The 13 car did take the lead, and the 2 car has dropped back to third. And JR is back and forth after having a longer pit stop.
And all that damage he had to fix, so. Looks like we're having some server issues here. Okay, hopefully.
Still up.
As 13 lead of CJ Gates. 2 car right there in second place. That's Roy Atchison the third.
Still up, by the way. Broadcast.
Alrighty, it's a 2 car. Roy Atchison the third. Back up to the outside lane looking for the lead. Hope from the 15 car. 13. That's CJ Gates. Still race lead.
2 in the apron.
Yeah, he's been footing the apron all night. Interesting enough, but let's get hope from the 3 car and the 18. J.R. Hager back up here fighting for the top spot. So he's gonna look to the outside lane, go back up with them. Trying to find which lane's faster, but nice car for him. It seems to be pretty good in the draft, even all that front end damage.
Having earlier problems, 18 car is fighting for a chance of winning still after that earlier problems, which is nice to see.
Yeah, good recovery by him. We thought honestly it'd be hard to recover from that, but he's doing a pretty good job so far. So.
Only 2 cars on the outside, the 4th will be back. The
Yep.
outside will lose a little momentum here.
And the 2 car is kind of left-handed to dry, so the inside lane is gonna freight train him. And he's gonna look for a hole to get back inside.
The car right now is by himself, so he will lose that fourth. He will lose that spot and go to fourth.
Yeah, the 50 is in the backstretch, so he's gonna hope for a caution and get back up to the front. It was an interesting call for him to kind of pair out and top off on fuel. I guess he must have taken tires or something. Interesting. But we're gonna see if he can gain like he did last time in the green flag pit stops.
The 18 goes high.
18 hope from the 2. And a Ford working together to try to pass 2 Chevys.
Interesting.
2 right in the back room with the 18.
18 has a lot of damage, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
18 cars challenging for the lead.
Oh, almost with a contact right there. Seems to not damage doesn't seem to be holding him up too much. So he's side by side with the 13, 18 later that lap. Oh, and it gets turned. Oh no! 13 goes upside down. And the 93 involves 18, 93, 13, 15 goes for a spin.
Wow.
Major wreck.
Wow. That was a lot
Big
of cars were involved.
wreck.
I think all the cars, 2 cars were involved in that wreck.
Also, the 2 made it through.
2 and the 4 car made it through. So this can probably get the 2 the win here.
4's a lap car, but the 50, the 50 has a clean car. He was back there in the pack by himself. So this is actually gonna help him a lot.
I think that's what the 50 was trying to do.
The 18, a lot of damage. We'll take a look back to see what happened here.
This is going to be big here.
Yeah, just a bumper hook, it looked like. By the 2 and the 18, and it just came down, hit the 13. The 13 got airborne. Also, the 3 involved 13 up on his roof.
And I feel like that was net code as well, because if you look back, like a 2 didn't even touch the 18, so I feel like that was net code, sadly.
Yeah, the 3 barely missed that inside wall.
The 13 car took a lot of damage by going on its side and just getting head on onto the wall.
And the 93, nowhere to go, got inside of the 18. The 3 car went flying into the inside tires. So it looks like his race is probably done. He actually got stuck in that wall. 13 went up on his roof, so a lot of damage for him. And then the 93 came down the track and hit the 15, the right rear, and spun him out. So not too much damage for him, but certainly not going to help him.
This will change. This is going to change. This is huge.
Looks like the 50.
This is wow.
Looks like the 50 might be in the capper seat here. And the 2. Both of them with pretty clean race cars. About the only 2 left with pretty clean race cars, so I think honestly that 50.
A lot of people's cars are beat up.
Yeah.
Damage to this, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
No, it's not like.
Because of how beat up everyone is.
Yeah, it's mostly like a survival race, like we said it might happen as.
Name one with damage or not. We'll
So,
still probably come down to get the gas.
Yeah, just the 4 car can get one of his laps back once again, but here come one of the leaders down pit road here.
Everyone in that wreck is still going, so that's good at least.
Question is, can I get up to full speed and full son?
2 car and a 50 car are the only cars that are still mint condition.
15.
50 car is.
15.
2 has a little damage, but that's been full.
15, over so this pit box just a bit. Four tires for most like everybody here. 18, J.R. Hager, 93. The 3, you're not going to say.
2 car beats the 17 out of pit road.
The 2 car, Roy Atchison the 3rd, going to stay in the lead. So 17 goes by him.
17 beat him, actually.
Did he get a speeding penalty? It looks like he got a speeding penalty. Let nobody by. So penalty for the 2. That's going to send him all the way to the back of this field. That's a costly mistake.
He was caught speeding, going out at 67 miles per hour.
Costly mistake for the 2, Roy Atchison the 3rd. That's going to put him all the way back to this field, so.
Trying to stay out to 17. Sadly went a little too fast exiting.
Yep, just trying to stay ahead of him. I'll focus on that 17. Not looking to.
A Blaze Padam is 1 lap down. But I don't know if he can get back on track. He has a lot of damage.
That's 17. 17 ASC Delco paint scheme.
Still on pit road.
Yeah, it looks like the 93, the 18, the 3 all trying to get their damage fixed here. They've got to come off pit road pretty soon here.
How are they going to see? I'm pretty sure everyone is going to have damage at one point. And
there's the 18.
car is on its way.
93 pulls out.
18
pulls out. Looks like they're going to beat his car, but the 3 is going to stay on pit road, so he's going to go a lap down here.
He's going to be 2 laps down.
Oh, 2 laps down, so that's not going to help him very much.
4 car got 1 of his laps back, so
2 comes back down pit road. But as well as he's going to be at the back of the field anyway. Just the 3 getting his left side tires on, so it looks like he's going to get himself back on track. 2 laps down. Yep, 3 car going to pull away here. So 2 going to come down, get some tires and fuel. Might as well top off. But we're going to go back to a quick commercial break once again here, and we'll be back for the rest of this race, so don't go away. Welcome back to the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series.
Flag.
Yep, the green flag comes out at 15. Gonna get a pretty good jump here all by himself.
Forward.
Yeah, JR pushing that.
Actually, the 3 cars 2 laps down.
Yeah, 3 cars 2 laps down. With a lot of damage even still, so he's gonna follow it back here. But the
Holding up the inside line.
18 of JR Hager rebounding from 2 crashes now, and he's actually got speed in that Taylor Camry somehow. Checo almost made it 3 wide right there,
3 wide.
but decided to fall back in behind the 14 here. Make it a pretty good,
This is 3 cars. Basically escaping the pack almost.
yeah, 3-car breakaway. The 14 is going to take the lead here. 18 was right down from 15, so after the 2 wrecks, the 18 is going to make it up to 2nd place.
Actually, it's second most damage car on the field too.
Yep,
He's going through the lead.
and he's going on the inside of the 14, trying to take the lead at the line. He's going to lead it. 18 of J.R. Hager after 2 wrecks, including the most recent one. He's going to go back and take the lead, so what a crazy rebound and drive by him. I'm surprised his engine hasn't blown yet, much less not hurt his car.
The 2 car is on pit road. Most likely doing that stop and go penalty.
Yep, he probably did have a... Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it's an end of the line penalty, so I'm not quite sure what he's doing. It's the 14 in the wall. He's hit the wall a couple of times tonight. He hits the wall several times right there. And the 50 is going to go around him here.
Help him.
He's going to fall way back here. Maybe lose the draft. That's going to hurt him drastically. But the 18 to the lead. 4 cars trying to...
That 4 car is 2 laps down.
Yeah, the 14 not battling... the 4 not... Sorry, excuse me. 4 not battling for position here. But the 15 is... As there's the 2 on the apron out of harm's way, coming off pit road. 15 go to the outside of the 4.
Oh.
Looks like he may push the 4 and then try to pass him as well.
We're running ad still. Black screen happened.
Alright, excuse us for that,
Little interruption there.
yeah, little, miscommunication. But, like I said, it's our first broadcast, so we apologize for the...
Drop back.
Yeah, he's gonna go back to the back here, but... Trying to sweep in front of the 8, but it's not gonna happen, so he's gonna fall pretty far back here. He does actually get in front of the 8. But, the 4 car getting one of his laps back, and the 15 falling behind him as the actual leader.
Oh, we're back. We're good.
Yeah, we apologize for that, again, we apologize for that, technical difficulty there. Yep. We'll be broadcasting these races every single Sunday night, and we can promise you next week's broadcast will be definitely better. Like we said, this is our first broadcast, so we can work out the kinks in this race, and we'll
Move on to Atlanta with hopefully no problems.
Yep. And next race is Atlanta. It follows the Real Life Xfinity Series schedule, so it's pretty easy to know the schedule for the series. This is 18 followed behind the 8 here, and the 17 trying to make a run on the outside.
There is
Passes 15 for the race lead. The 4 car, like we said, is a lap down, just to remind you.
racing aggressive. He's only 1 lap down now.
And the 4
he's up front.
On the apron.
Will go. It is a lap down too. 2 cars were leading up front almost all day. It is now a lap down.
Yeah, it was interesting why he pitted in a green flag there. But that's going to cost him big time here as the 18 J.R. Hager trying to pass the 13. We only have a couple cars lead lap now. And the 4 is going to pull off for the 13 and some pit stops happen. The 13 coming in too hot again. That 4 about spun. Not quite sure.
Pit road. Maybe he's trying to do a little short pitting again.
Yeah, potentially some short pitting again. And he actually got a partner this time, but we're going to see if he was speeding or not. But that's going to bring the 18 up to the lead. As the 15, the 18. Or sorry, not the 18.
15 missed his pit stop this time. No, but he overdrives it.
The 7.
We'll lose a little time.
17 to the lead as the 15 works to his outside of the 8. And now to him just all by himself side drafting. So he's going to go kind of pull up here. So come back down and side draft. That 17 AC Delco Chevrolet Camaro to the lead. And I don't have him down my record, so who's that 17 car, Steven?
17 car is Ron Hollifield.
So Ron Hollifield to the lead.
He was the guy right in the back, almost all right in the back, trying to avoid all the accidents. Now he's up front leading the race. Yeah,
we haven't talked about him most of the night, so it's pretty cool for him to be up here. Got a little bit of damage in the back, but nevertheless, pretty clean car. Especially compared to some of these guys up here, so.
The 4 and the 13 are not together like we expect them to be if they enter together.
Yeah, the 4 car is
so
wait.
This will hurt the 13.
Yeah, the 4 car is way behind the 13. So interesting strategy for the 13 is the 4 is about to go yet another lap down here, as
Pack is catching him.
Yeah, the pack all single file here actually for like the first time tonight. As I say that, 18 takes it too wide. 18, as I say that, 18 takes it too wide to go underneath the 15 J.R. Hager.
They have to deal with that lap car.
Yeah, they're gonna pretty easy to get by on those. They're all pretty much single files. The 4, Artie Williams Jr. just gonna stay high here and.
Because that's the same as they were all race.
The 8 car isn't on the lead lap, is he?
The 8 car is on the lead lap. D.G. Allen.
D.J. Allen, yeah. So he's currently in second place, correct?
He is in second. 3rd place is JR. 4th place is Jason of the 15. 50 car Jeffrey Meir, and 14 of Darren Manning are in the top 6.
There's the 14 working around the lap car of the 4.
3 is with 2 lap cars. just at the trials for now. So he's
And-
pretty far back.
And Ron's all by himself there. Or Roy, excuse me. A couple laps down, so. As here comes the
They are
15.
catching the 13 car.
Yeah, I think he's
That's
gonna go.
not good for CJ.
He's gonna need a caution, but based off of these front runners, they're not really racing that hard, so. It's the 8 looking for the lead here.
Pit for a while since they just had a caution. So I'm really trying to figure out what that plan was trying to be. Short pit that early would not work.
Yeah, this is an interesting strategy. I'm gonna see if it pays off for him here.
Even with someone, they're too far back, and sadly his plan didn't work out very well. The pack is catching him.
Yeah, Pack worked on the backstretch, and he's only in turn 3 just now. Turn 3 just now. So the 4 car
The
gets
damage of the 18 car is starting to bite him now.
The
Since you can't really catch the 8.
the 4 car though of that laps car of Ernie Williams Jr. He's pushing the back of the 18, trying to get it back up there, so the 18 might catch back up. Looks like he might look to the outside. So the 4 is trying to pass him, and he does get underneath him. Not quite sure what he's trying to do.
Caution's out.
Caution is out. And a 7 of Greg Floyd goes around in the exit of turn 2. Take a look and see what happened
He
here.
got spun by the 3 and gave a lead lap car to 93 a ton of front end damage.
Yeah, the 3 bumper hooked him, and the 93 right behind those 2 guys. A lot of front end damage for him, so that's going to hurt him quite a bit. He already had some front end damage from that early incident at the 14. But that is not good news. This is a bumper hook in the middle of a corner by 2 lap cars, and involves a lead lap car. And brings out the caution for like the 5th time tonight.
That will hurt the 93's chance of potentially winning this race. Probably out now because of the lap car, who is 9 laps down.
Yeah,
Will
that's
give Roy Atchison the chance to get the free pass, or like
that's a hard thing to
this
chew.
hopefully put him back out in front.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to chew to get wrecked by 2 lap cars like that.
And this
That's-
really does save CJ Gates. He was relying on a caution, so he did not go a lap down.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see one on the hell single file, and the column leaders were for a change. But
And everyone comes down.
yeah, the 4 car is gonna stay out, get a free pass.
The 4 car didn't pit. He probably would have been on the free pass. He probably would have been on the lead lap by now.
Yeah, he should have just stayed out. But
See,
18,
this is where CJ can not pit and stay out if he really wants to.
15.
But even then,
15 coming on
this
pit
will
road.
throw his
8,
thing away.
all the leaders. 18 to take a right side tires. He's gonna take left sides. Yep, 4 tires for the 17 and the 18. And for the 50 is actually still in this. The 17 is gonna roll off pit road first. Second place will be, can't tell if it's the 50 or the 15. J.R. Hager's gonna come out behind him in 4th, and here comes the 8. Also off pit road here, so. But we're gonna take another quick commercial break as we get ready to line these cars back up and go back green. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. I'd like to give a shout out to the official partners of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. That would be Paparazzi Jewelry and also Suicide Prevention, two official partners of the Atchison Motorsport Xfinity Series. So, line back up, going green here, number 14 of Darren Manning in the race leader with the 13 of CJ Gates. So they're getting set here. Pace car about to pull off.
The 2 car did not get that lap. He did not get that lap back.
That's
Still a lap down.
That's interesting.
Go back green.
Green flag is out. 13 almost just turn of the 14. That would have been pretty insane. It's the 13 looks like he's going to get...
They are 3 wide.
They're 3 wide for third place, and now the 18 of J.R. Hager and the 17 of Ron Honefield. JR looking like he's going to go to the outside trying to get third place here. Pretty aggressive.
Well, we're riding down to the end of the lap, so you got to do something now.
Yeah, that's true. And near the end of the race, so the 13
will take the lead here.
And here comes J.R. Hager up to second place. I wouldn't suggest going on the outside. He's going to fall behind.
Back inside.
Yep, right behind the 13 is CJ Gates. So CJ Gates back to the race lead. He's been up here most of the night. Pretty good run for him so far. So it's kind of gapped the rest of the field, actually.
Imagine one of these were a race win diecast.
That'd be pretty hard to do for I know. But here comes the 15 with help from the lap car of the 2. 15's going to blow by the guys on the inside to the lead.
15 will retake the lead. The help of the 2 car again, who did not get the wave around, and it still is 1 lap down.
Yeah, so Roy the number 2 pushing the 15 of Jason to two Ford Mustangs working together, so manufacturer teammates. So there seems to be only a couple of guys without damage, so that's probably why they're so much faster. The 13 doesn't have too much damage, and he's kind of regained back on them. The 18 evolved into like about 3 wrecks tonight so far. It's pretty actually good for him to be up in third right now. There he is.
The 18 and the 17 will pass the 18. Or is going for 4th with the help of the 4 car, who again is a lap down.
Yeah, he's been.
Will be 5th.
So Roy goes around the outside. Looks like he's going to the inside here. The 2. Ron going inside of Roy, who's a lap car. Looks like he's going to go down. Oh, and the 2.
Dave Carr was not a lap car, by the way. Now he is 1 lap down.
The 2 made some contact with the 13. The 15 now got kind of jacked up. The 2's actually in the wall. The 13 blinking out.
Now, since he is, again, a lap car.
Yeah, he got pushed from the 13.
That's what happens when you speed on the pits. It costs him a chance of winning now, since that's what happened. Put him a lap down.
Looks like the 7's going to...
15 car is getting shafted without the 2, so 15 car will drop back.
Yeah, 15...
with no help.
It's going to fall back because the 4 car is a lap car. But Ron Honefield to the lead. Honefield. Back to the race lead.
Now the 18 is going outside with 15.
And then 15 fakes him.
Dive down the inside.
15 goes back down low.
3 wide. Not anymore.
Yep, they smartly backed out of it.
However, this is will going to hurt the 18 car.
Jay Hager going to fall back.
Drops back on the inside.
And he's going to fall back behind Jason there. So they're all single file back up front. It's going to be interesting. Some of these lap cars, like the 4 car of Ernie Williams Jr., it's going to be interesting to see what kind of runs they can get and who goes with who. That's always the fear at play checks when it does get single file is if you pull out a line, will you get help? Because you don't want to pull out a line and lose a bunch of spots. But it's like a 7.
Most of the old Chevys up front.
Yep,
with
7.
2 Mustangs and 1 Camry.
7 car breakaway here. With a couple lap cars in between, but the 17 went outside. Not quite sure why. And as the 4 is going to go low, but he's actually not in the lead lap. But the 13 is right behind him.
And this will to give 13 the lead.
Yep, CJ
JR
Gates, and here comes the 18. JR to the inside.
going for it.
On the inside, the 13 not giving him much room.
Is drafting with the 4.
Yep, pushed
He
in.
does not have any help right now. Now he does 17. No, he doesn't actually.
Yeah, the
He's still
18.
kind of by himself.
J.R. Hager pushing that number 4. Arnold Williams Jr., who was a lap down.
Is still by himself.
Yeah, C.J. Gates kind of by himself on the outside. He's gonna either side draft or get some help soon. He's trying to side draft pretty well as
Help with the 4.
the 4 goes back up
And
top.
push the 4. Well, the 18 has the 50.
And the 4 gets turned.
Did the 18 some damage, but 18's still good.
The 18, as the 17 gets sideways, looks like he got it back up. Nice save by him. Yeah, the 18 did get hit in the right side, but it looked like he was able to escape too much damage. And 18 may have gotten an incident. 18 may have been disqualified. I don't see him on track.
I think the 18 did get disqualification.
He may have gotten 2 inches. There is an incident limit of 17.
I believe.
To get back up front, and he did a nice job of escaping too much damage in that wreck. But just didn't have his way as he got too many incidences. That's gonna heartbreaking.
It looks like the position he will be. Well, could be 12 if more people aren't lapped down.
And the 17, great job to avoid that. Got completely sideways. Then got a bump from the 50, so the 50 got some damage from that as well. As long as the
13 car does stay out.
the
leave cars do that.
the
14.
the 13, the 50, 17, 18, 15 looks like the only cars involved. 13 car does pit.
Only 5 cars on the lead lap.
50 pits. He does a lot of front end damage now. So
Stream's dead.
Stream is dead.
It's offline.
Um.
Alright, we're good. I see it. I think we're. Okay, he did get the.
That's good.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so confirmation. The 18 car did get DQ with too much incident points.
Yeah, J.R. Hager escaped mostly damage from that, but kind of stinks for him up front all night. Had a great drive to get back up front after getting involved in quite a few of the wrecks that weren't really his fault at all, and he gets disqualified. And is a victim, the leader actually at the time. That stinks. But the cars involved in that was the 13 turning the and 18 got involved. 17 avoided the wreck, but then got hit from the back by the 50, so them two were also involved.
Only 5 cars on the lead lap, which it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, it's turned into a survivor race. 17 starters, only 5 guys left. So
Interesting to see on how this will play out at the end of the race. See how many cars will get that lead lap back. And the 15 car does go on pit road.
looks like the 14 of Darren
Right here.
Darren Manning.
17 will go up in the lead.
Oh, Darren Manning lap down. The 14 lap down.
14 is not lapped out.
14, Darren Manning in the race lead. And we got Ron Hollifield in second place, and number 17, AC Delco Chevrolet. The 50 with some damage, 50 of Jeffrey Mayer with some damage, but doesn't seem to be too bad, and I doubt he's only.
Looks like JR may still get a top 10 finish after this race.
And that's obviously not a terrible thing.
So that's not terrible, but that would at least help with this race. Leading some laps will help.
Yeah, he did lead quite a few laps.
Sucks that his day ended with a DQ.
Yeah, he had a great job to get back up front. Had some really good saves. All the accidents he was involved in weren't his fault. And when he got DQ'd, he was actually in the lead. But able to completely avoid it, got the 4Xs, and that's gonna take him out. So tough break for him. But
that's just what Daytona does.
yep, you get involved accidents is not your fault. That's just plate racing for you.
Everyone's aggressive. No one's to blame here. Just hard racing.
Yep, just a bumper hook from the 13 into the 4, so 4 car may have been a lap car up there in front, but wasn't his fault.
17 and the 50 is going back on pit road. The fixed damage is just top up.
Yeah, that 17, Ron Honafield, and the 50 of Jeffrey Mayer coming back down pit road. Might as well, I mean, there were only 5 cars on the lap, you know. Might as well have an edge over the rest of the guys, so I'm going to slide into the pit stalls here. These pace car lights are off, so we are going green this time by. There's only about, I'm counting only 6 cars back on the track.
At the moment in time, it was like 4 cars in the lead lap.
Okay, so actually looks like the 14 is getting a wave by, so I guess he was a lap car. So the 15, actually, Jason will get into the lead. And 93, who got involved in 2 accidents that weren't his fault. One of them being a couple of lap cars. He's actually up to second, but he has a lot of front end damage.
We are going to restart back out of lap 100. 26 to go.
It's the number 17, Ron. He's going to catch back up to these guys, so looks like the 15 and the 17 seem to have the cleanest cars out here.
Oh, man. What an exciting race so far. What an exciting 100 laps here at Daytona, at the Xfinity cars.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good wild one. We've had some fun up here in the broadcast booth. Some technical difficulties, but we can always sort them out as it is the first broadcast. The pace car is off. And we're back racing. Back racing here at Daytona. And the 13 Kyle Busch restart.
Killer run. Because of the fact he was already going to get his lap back. Well, now again,
that was a bit of a cheap move by the 13 of CJ Gates, but
what you see is what you see up front.
Yep. And, it looks like
in the 7 car still in.
It's actually going to hurt him because he's going to get free trained here, but the 15 is going to go back around him to help out the 17.
15, 17 and the 15 are on the lead lap. Everyone else is 1 lap down.
However, they are not in this lead pack. The 14 is all the way back in the backstretch.
The 3 made contact with the 13.
The 13 managed to save it. Great save by the 13. It's pretty hard to do here at Daytona, especially the old one. But that kind of separated the field even more. So the 50 and the 8 were both in the lead lap, are now way back there. It's just the 15 and the 17 to battle it out. Here's the 17 with the run, goes to the outside.
It's just them 2 fighting right now, since everyone else is a little too far back to do anything.
Yeah, but then racing side by side, it's going to allow everybody to catch back up to them. So the 17, Ron trying to pass Jason in the 15. Sherry versus Ford. But the 8 and the 50 are going to close on them because of this. As the 8 clears the 50, he's going to have a pretty good run here. Which lane does he go then, though? Or does he take a 3 wide? 15 is going to lead that lap. Just barely. Here goes the 8. Behind the 17. So he's going to get the 17 clear of Jason. Not quite, actually. 15. Jason holding his ground on the bottom of that Ford Mustang.
Now, A car, if the caution does come out, will get the free pass.
Yep, so only 3 guys up here battling for the lead.
Unless he does pass the 17, which it could be an option.
Yeah, he could just straight up get his lap back. But,
officially, all cars do have damage on the track.
Yep, there ain't nobody to scratch. The 50 had a pretty good clean car until the incident which took out the 18 of J.R. Hager. He got back at the 17, who was trying to avoid the wreck and almost spun trying to. That's the only damage he has. But it seems to be kind of affecting him as he's kind of slow. But the 17 by help by DJ Allen, or DG Allen, excuse me, who's a lap car in number 8.
And they are single file now. The 8 car Gold pulls up high to try to get his lap back from the 17.
Looks like he's gonna clear him here. Put down in front of
The
him.
8 car does have his lap back. He cannot get past.
Yeah, he's still gonna need a caution to catch back up to them though on the same lap. But
Turns out that's the big break for the 8 car.
yeah, we're gonna see though the 17 right back up to his back bumper. The 15's got to stay in this draft. He cannot lose this draft. And the 50 is still hanging back there, but he might lose the draft in the next few laps here. So single file. Only a few guys up here to battle it for the win. So
I think everyone's a little too damaged to do that.
yeah, we got a 4-car pack, and that's about it. I mean, it's a pretty big gap.
At this rate, if the whole pack wrecks, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. This is flat out the survival of the fittest right here.
The 14 is pretty far behind. We got the 1393 working together. And then you have the 3, and then you have the 50.
The 50.
And that's about it. So it looks like the 17 and 15, only 2 guys left to battle it out. Ron versus Jason, Chevy versus Ford. It's going to be interesting with this lap car in here. That's going to play a role in the draft and who can get a run on who, because typically you'd have the 15 right behind the 17 and you just pull out outside and make a move, but with this lap car, it's actually benefited the 17 because he can just kind of stay behind the 8 and always have a draft. So 15 has got to try something, but right now he's actually losing these 2 guys.
And at this rate, I don't think I have a caution. So I think this is how it's going to end right here, unless someone does something.
Yeah, only a couple of car tandems around the track, so unless someone gets bumper hooked, we're looking to stay green from here on out. And they definitely should be able to make it on a fuel, as we only had a caution a couple laps ago, so. As 7, another lap, going another lap down right in front of these guys. He's going to go down the apron, get out of Hammer's way. But the 50 cut back up with the 15. But he still has too much damage, I think, to be able to compete and, or be able to challenge these guys.
Sadly, I don't think the 15, maybe not. The 50 did catch up to the 15 car.
I think the 50 has too much damage, though. I think the 15's too for back to stay in that draft. Because with the 8 car, the 17 has a big help. Because even if the 15 gets a run, he's not going to have nowhere to go because he tries pulling to the outside. The 17 is going to be still be in the draft because of the 8, so that lap car playing a pretty good role in this.
It might do something in the end, you never know. Laps are winding down.
We're just going to see how it plays out here.
The 3 car, the 93 and the 13 are side by side for in the back.
Yeah, no
so one
effects.
of them could get bumper hooked and maybe cause a caution and really change the outcome of this race.
And the 14 out by himself, just behind them. So if there is a caution, it would be a pretty big surprise. Because as of right now, I think the 17 has pretty much got this one in the bag.
Pretty much at this rate. With the 15 and the 50, just don't have anything to compete with that 17 car with the 8.
Yeah, that lap car playing a big role in this because it's really helping out the 17. The 50 just, I think he has too much damage on the front end from being in the back of the 17 car in that last wreck to be able to gain. So as of right now, actually, he's trying to pass the 15. Not quite sure why, unless he's just trying to break the draft to get back into it. But the 15 is going to need a pretty big run, and then box in the 17 behind the 8. That's the only hope that lap car could to go to Jason.
It could be a nice battle for second here at the 15 and 50 then. I just sadly don't think you can do anything with that 17 car unless they really do something aggressive here.
Yeah, they're going to need a big run, and I think the only thing they could probably do is if the 50 goes right behind the 15 and pushes him to the outside, and if he can box in the 17 and beat him at the line, he's gonna have him. But the 50 just keeps falling back every single time it gets out there. He's too much damage, I think.
I think that is the case.
After all of these laps, this is what it comes down to.
But the battle of the lap cars are heating up with the 93 and the 3 battling for position.
Yeah, they're swapping spots left and right.
If one of them does get bumper hooked and cause a big wreck, this will definitely change the outcome of this race.
All depends when it happens, though. It could potentially end the race if it's under 5 laps to go. The caution will be thrown
as well.
and end the race. So
93 car is on the apron.
'50 still kind of holding in there, barely in the draft, holding on by a thread, but I think he has too much damage to be able to compete with these guys. The 15 right behind the 17 now. He kind of lost the draft to the 8. I'm not quite sure. But the 17 is trying.
This could make the 15. This could help the 15.
Yeah, it definitely could. We're gonna have to see what happens here. If I was a 17, I would not try to pass the 8. I would just try to stay right behind him, right up to his bumper as close as possible. Because the 15 cannot get big enough a run, because the 50 is too far back with too much damage. Yep, 17 gonna just push the 8.
It's funny, the 50 car actually doesn't have that much front-end damage, just is not helping him.
Yeah, I think it's just right on the radiator and the engine, because he does not seem to have the horsepower these other guys have.
Yeah.
And that's not exactly what the 15 wants, because the 15 kind of just stuck right now. So,
I will give the 93 car that position of 7.
if we have 15 laps to go.
That 8 car definitely changing the outcome of this race.
Yep, you wouldn't expect to have a big outcome, but he's definitely playing a pretty big factor in this. So the way through turns 3 and 4 once again. Run on board here, and the gyro cam.
Another lap car just exiting pit road.
For sure. Yeah, it's the 3. Several laps down. It's gonna stay in the bottom. Let these leaders go by. Just sit in this gyro cam, and you can just look at how much they go into the corner, how much the difference the banking is. It's a pretty big difference. I actually heard the 17 run lift a little bit right there. Not sure what exactly he's trying to do.
13 into 97, 93. Do come down pit road.
So the question is, can I make it on fuel?
I don't know. So far cars are pitting.
We got some guys in the back pitting, and maybe just getting on a fuel mileage here. It's gonna be interesting. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Right, coming right down to fuel mileage after all of what's happened. It's the 17 and the 8 have gapped the 15, the 50 are by themselves. So.
Made the 50s trying to save gas all this time.
Yeah, they could be trying to save gas, which is hard to do with a plate track because you're wide open. And if you're in the draft, that actually helps you because you can kind of let off but still be in the draft and pull back up to the guy in front of you. So it's going to be interesting here to see if they have to pit. Coming up to 11 laps to go this time by. 11 to go to 50, trying to pass 15.
Oh, and here's coming a pass for second place.
If I was the 50, I would not suggest doing that. I mean, it's going to hurt him. Actually, he's going to get run off to the outside, on the outside.
And he is side by side with the 17. This is for the lead.
And he's boxing in that 17 behind the lap car. We did not expect. Maybe the 50's been saving fuel this whole time. Maybe he's been saving fuel and it's just been saving his
He's
stuff.
been out- He has taken the lead, but sadly he had no one outside to help him.
And he's just by himself. He's actually doing a pretty impressive job by holding that outside lane. Question is, can he fall in behind the 8 here? Looks like he may. He's clear of the 17, but not quite clear of the 8 yet. He's going to side draft the 8 a bit. 15 comes down pit road.
Comes down pit road.
15, Jason coming down pit road. Slides down pit road. May have made it. We're going to see if he's speeding or not.
And the 50 still side by side with the 8. He can come down and still.
He's clear of the 17. Will he come down? No, he didn't.
Yet.
That's
17
kind of
did come
surprising.
back.
Question is, can the 50 make enough fuel then? Maybe playing some strategy this whole time.
It's gonna be interesting in this.
Yep, coming up to 9 laps to go this time by. So side by side with the 8, who is a lap car. The 17 falling back, he may be trying to save fuel. Was the 15? Was the 50 really just saving fuel this whole time?
50 is up front.
Here comes everybody.
They're all coming down pit road.
50 coming down pit road. Just locks him up just a bit. Here comes the 17, the 8. Looks like the 15 is now just coming off pit road, but he's all by himself. So it's actually going to kind of hurt him.
I don't think we're speeding there, so I think the 50's safe. Whoever gets the best off here looks like they're going to win. That's the 15 car, enters turn 3.
Yeah, 15
And
coming.
the 50 does leave out pit road first.
50 comes up pit road. Big gap back to the 17, the 8. However, 50 has no drafting help.
The 15 just got past the finish line now, so this...
15 has the momentum, but I don't think it's enough. He has the 14 working with him now, just about. As 93. 15 might just pass one of these guys here, as he's trying to let the 14 by.
And the 93 goes past 50.
14's pretty sure he's on the lead lap.
14 is not, he's still a lap down.
Okay, Darren Manning is a lap down. But the 17, here's the 15, big head of steam. So coming up just to 8 laps to go. Here's the 93.
The car is going to get past 17. And the 8.
So the 15,
car lost the lead here, and I don't think
Fif-
he can get it back.
15 up to second. However, with these guys drafting, they're going to catch the 50. He's all by himself. Question is, will be enough time before the race is over, which is in 8 laps.
I'm not sure. They're also going side by side a couple times, so that's going to slow them down too.
At the 15 and the 17 battling out again for second. And if I were them, I would just stay single
But the
file.
8 and the 14 are also battling for position as well, 4th and 5th. So we might just see an interesting lap traffic fight for position.
And even though they are side by side, they're still faster than the 50. He's all by himself. Just now exiting turn 4, and here comes the rest of the pack exiting turn 4 just now. So they're catching the 50 pretty fast. It's coming up
Fast.
7 laps to go. 15. Oh, and 8 hits the wall. 8 gets in the wall. It's
But he
DG.
saves it.
DG Allen is
He
going to
will
save
keep
it.
draft.
Here comes the 15 and the 17 working together. They're going to blast past the 50, if I can say it correctly. They're going to probably pass him going into turn 3 here, or to the back.
I'm pretty sure 50's gonna do a big block.
Here goes the
No,
15.
he would not block. He would let
50.
it go.
Yep, they had too big a head of steam to probably let him, but the 15 and the 17 just blow by him. So even though the 50 beat all of them off pit road first, so actually going to hurt him in the long run because he was all by himself. That's the draft here, Daytona.
Now the 15's in the lead.
Just 6 laps to go.
Caution, next caution, we're potentially ended.
Yep, next time by. As soon as you cross next time by, the caution is
He is catching them.
50 right behind him, not falling behind. I think the 50 being behind with all that damage was just a fake. Here goes the 17.
Here we go.
17 on the
Will the 50
outside.
make it 3 wide?
50 looks like he's
50
gonna
will just
stay.
behind the 15.
Yep, he's gonna stay behind the 15.
And no one's going high.
He's gonna push him. So the 17 made a pretty good move, a pretty good run, and made a pretty good move on the outside, but no one's gonna go with him except for the 8. but not quite fast enough. So 50 up to second, 15 up to
50 does
first.
take second.
There's 5 laps to go. This is 17, gonna take back second. He's got a pretty good run on the outside. It's a 15 got a block.
They're side by side for
Side by side, it's 17 on the outside. Fifteen tries to go block. Blocks the 17.
the 15 and the 17 doesn't. 15 does not have enough time. Oh, he does.
Pulls it down in front of the 50. The 15 of Jason holding off the 17 of Ron and the 50 of Jeffrey.
The 15 versus 50 versus 17. Then you have the 14 versus 8 for 5th place.
Just 4 laps to go. 17, I'm not quite sure what he's saying hi here. Trying to work with the 8 or something, but the 50 is glued to the back bumper with the 15. Just gotta be careful not to turn him.
I know the race went under caution by an accidental dump or something, but something might happen here. They want to get a little extra racing near the end of the race.
It looks to be pretty spread out though.
A little too far back.
The 3, 7, 13, 93 all spread out, so it's just this front group battling each other. Well, somebody self-spins, which is usually happen at Daytona, so. The 50 though, when is he make his move, and is he going to be able to pull it off? We just have a photo finish here. 3 to go.
And it's going to be very intense near the end.
Yeah, we're going to see if the 8 can push the
We also have a lap
17.
car approaching.
It's going to be interesting to see if the 8 can push the 17 back up there. Or if not. And the 17 pulls back down low. It looks like he's right behind these guys again. Lap car blocking. Oh! And the 50 in the wall.
50's in the wall.
I'm not sure what.
Car.
And the 14, the 50 made contact. And the
Wow, what a
15,
lap car.
that,
Changed completely the output of this race.
not sure what the 3 is doing. That was,
Looks like I'm gonna get hate for that move.
yeah, that was
For
not,
moving the leader out of the way.
that was not a smart move. But the
That's how you
17,
beat enemies.
17 back up to second, was going to 2 to go. 2 laps to
He
go.
doesn't do well here. The 3 car would not be happy with them at Atlanta.
15 though is up behind the 17, the 15, the 50, excuse me, behind the 17. Jeffrey Mayer pushing the Ron Honnefield. Looks like they're on the run on Jason, the 15 car here. 2 Chevys versus a Ford. 15 gonna go high, goes back down low, tries to block. Question is, can he make it back around?
It's gonna be a very intense last lap.
Or were they back? Yes, 3 cars all lined up. 8, excuse me, falls back, so he's not gonna probably play a role in this as a lap car.
That 3 car completely did change the outcome.
Yeah, I'm sure the 50's really not gonna be too happy about that. But he's still in contention for it. You never know. So the 15 in the catbird seat.
We're on white to go. We're on the last lap.
Yep, 1 lap to go. Here at Daytona, Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. When does the 17 make his move?
For the 15 here.
When does the 17 make his move? Does he get help from the 50? 15 pulling quite far ahead. It's not a good idea. 8 kind of boxing in everybody on the inside here. As the 50 goes to the outside, and he turns to 17!
Pokes the 17, and it looks like the 15 will win here at Daytona.
15 with a
50
pretty
car
big
will go
lead.
2 car back.
And the 50 behind him is not going to be enough. Through 3 and 4. Jason Barham coming through the trial. Jason Barham will win here at Daytona, the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series.
Season opener at Daytona.
Great run for him.
Behind him.
As the 50 and the 17 made contact. And it looks like the 17.
Exciting finish. That we all.
Looks like the 17 may have either quit or got DQ'd. I'm not quite sure which one, but
I feel DQ'd there. Then team was involved in a car line accident today, so it may have been DQ'd.
yeah. So the 15, Jason Barham takes home the win here for Ford, and for that,
Season opener at Daytona.
yep, wins the inaugural Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series race. But We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for interviews of the top 4 finishers, so do not go away. Alright, everybody, welcome back to the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series race. We are here with interviews with our fourth place finisher today, number 14 of Darren Manning. Here we are with our fourth place finisher, Darren Manning, number 14, Chevrolet Camaro. So, Darren, you went a lap down and not finishing a lap down, but how was the car there tonight?
Good guys. The car seemed to be a fast car actually. The first part of the race here was I practiced staying all week there. So be it.
Yeah, even though you were involved in some wrecks and you were a lap down, you still get a top 5 finish. You were pretty happy with that. Doesn't hurt you too badly in points for the series opener. So, any shout-outs you want to give out?
Series. This is my first actual series. I only started racing here last week, and I say great bunch of guys. I love racing with them. Looking forward to the next race in Nevada.
Yeah, we certainly will be looking forward to that too. And nice job with the top 4 finish. And we'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. Take care.
Yep, you too. Alrighty, sorting our stuff out here. Next place finisher was the number 17. Let's see if we have him here. Does not appear that we do have him here. Don't believe so. So Ron Hallfield did finish P3, but it doesn't look like we have an interview with him, as he's not in the server. So we're going to skip ahead to our second place finisher, Jeffrey Mayer. And Steven, Steven, you going to take that one? All right.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Congratulations on your second place finish there. Looks like you had a really good car today. Tell us how that went for you.
What was that?
Congratulations on a second place finish. It will take you in a couple accidents, and good job. Sorry. So how did your car feel today?
Oh, it was really good till I got caught up in that one. Just rear-ended a car, and it got about 50 seconds worth of damage to the front end. Got that fixed, and I was back out at it.
That 3 car kind of slowed you down a little. Oh no. Crap, man. You want to thank anyone, want to shout anyone out there?
Thanks to LC TV for broadcasting, Atchison Motorsports for sponsoring, everybody else in the league that puts the league on, all the hard work they do.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I appreciate your time, and talk to you later.
All right.
Alright, so that was Jeremy Mayer. Yep, P2 finisher, number 50 Chevrolet Camaro. And it says our first time interviewing guys, so we apologize for the subpar quality. But I'm going to interview our winner here, the 15 of Jason Barham. And Jason Barham, you have a copy.
Yep.
So, Jason, you were able to have a pretty interesting race. You were in the front and in the back, and pretty crazy, riled 125 laps there at Daytona, but you were able to get it done there in the end. It looked like it was going to be you battling with the 17, and then the 50 managed to get back up there if it was late race green flag pit stops, and then the 3 kind of pulled an interesting move, but you were able to get by all that and come home and take the win. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just tried to really pretty much stay out of all the trouble early on. You know, you're going to have it. I ended up getting involved in a wreck later on, had minor damage. Kind of worried about the pit stop late in the race, but managed to catch the field back, pass everyone, and I knew at the end I was just pretty much going to hold the bottom line. If they were going to pass me, they were going to have to do it on the outside, but I was trying to block as much as I could without being too bad, but it's Daytona and that's to be expected. So I'm just pumped to come out with the victory and a good start to the Atchison Motorsports League season here.
Yeah, it was a good start to the season when you come out with a victory. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just everyone, Roy and his wife for putting this up. So a lot of hard work. Not everything's going to be perfect this first race, but I just want a good league, and I think we got a great league going here.
Yeah, I certainly do. Thank you for your time, Jason, and again, congratulations on your win.
Thank you, and see you guys in Atlanta.
Yep. Alrighty. Jared, you have a copy? Jared Hager, you have a copy? Static?
You can't start via static.
Jared Hager, you have a copy? Hello?
He's having mic troubles.
You there?
I guess he's trying to talk. I guess the mic isn't going through.
Okay. Well, that kind of didn't work, but Jared having troubles finishing P10 here today, so it's all top 10, even after getting the damage. But pretty good race here at Daytona to start off the season. Yeah.
Around that.
Yeah, the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. Again, I'd like to give a shout out to two of the official sponsors of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series, Suicide Awareness and also Paparazzi Jewelry. But thank you guys all for tuning in to this pretty long broadcast and series opener of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. And we hope to see you guys all back here in 2 weeks, as we do have an off week next week for Easter. So Atlanta will be 2 weeks from today. So, any last comments?
Hope we had the same racing as we did here today at Atlanta. Hope it's more fun and entertaining.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race here today, and congratulations to.
Kinks worked out.
Yeah, we gotta figure out all this stream kinks that we ran into at the last second here tonight, and again, we apologize for the subpar interviews and the ticker and stuff. We apologize again for that, but it'll be fixed here next week, so don't be discouraged, and just congratulations.
We want to thank someone behind the scenes, named Agent, who was helping me when the stream was glitching out or something bad was happening. So thanks to him for helping us out there.
Yep, you can also see him in his chat as a moderator named Roland Murphy. So shout out to him, and shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to Roy Atchison for setting up the league and letting us broadcast it. And again, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys here next week. Take care.